What's up, guys? Hunter McIntyre here for a new 2019 season. We are going all around the map to work with the best athletes and the best coaches. We are working our way up to the top. We are going to get to the CrossFit Games, and we're going to fight tooth and nail to get up on top of that podium, guys. Basically, I work with a new coach every single year to try to grow. And Chris, being the top dog in this sport amongst coaches, I just wanted to know what the heck he was doing. How is it all of a sudden this guy is creating these superstars? Matt Frazier couldn't run one year, and then the next year he was winning all the endurance events. And there's got to be something going on.
My interest in actually having Hunter come out is that I am a coach that is interested in learning. And the fact is that Hunter is a world champion, a multi-world champion. And it would be a missed opportunity to not learn from a world champion. What makes him great? What's his strengths? What's his weaknesses? What's his mental game like? And it doesn't matter what the sport is. The fact is that he won over everybody else. And I want to know what makes him tick. I want to know how he became that world champion. I don't have complete knowledge. I am filling in these gaps of my knowledge. And what you're able to do actually is to fill those spaces and make my source of knowledge as a coach more complete. The question is whether or not you have something that the community can benefit from. And that's what I want to pull. I want to know that. And as a world champion, I have to give you some credit with doing that. Maybe that answer is in there. Maybe you define the next generation. Maybe. And that to me is exciting.
So what Hunter is doing is right now he's warming up for a workout that's called acid bath. It's a workout that a lot of people have done. A lot of people have benchmarked themselves off of. Part of it is that I want him to show the CrossFit community, show CrossFit HQ that this guy's legit in something that is easily benchmarked against other athletes. What I find really interesting is his pacing. That on the skier he was saying somewhere between 135 and 140, and he held 137. He had a 5-second transition, and then he said his goal was to just be under 135 for the rower, which he was about 133, 132. And then on the bike, he said that really he just wants to hang on, but he was confident that he can hold actually at 135, and he was around 130 on that bike. I'm impressed by that, considering that he's never done it.
He did acid bath and it was 4 minutes and 49 seconds. Never once laid on the ground. Stood up and just walked across the floor.
When you combine that front squat with those pistols, that makes it exponentially more difficult. And the fact that, he's working on things that humble him. And it's nice to see that a world champion is willing to be humbled to learn. And I think that that's admirable. There's not many world champions that are willing to sign up and do something and lose. Shows his character.
I think it's really cool to be able to work with super high-end athletes and expose them to what you know, and then also kind of get the vice versa. It's kind of this version of like osmosis where we kind of come together and we end up pulling apart different parts of each other.
It was a nice little surprise to have him come and train here in Mayhem this afternoon, and I wouldn't even say it's a weakness. I'd just say that, you know, he has quite a lot to catch up on in the sense of actually getting volume of CrossFit workouts under his belt. But aside from that, he's a fantastic athlete, and, you know, I think he is a very competitive person from what I've gathered from today's training session, and, you know, good luck to him. I think he's going to have a lot of fun, and I think he'll try and do his absolute best, which is, at the end of the day, what everyone really wants to see.
Why don't we make the workout where what we're doing is we're gonna go the length of the football field. We're using the rope. You're going to do double unders, and you're gonna go 4 lengths. So it's 400 yards, which you're going to go. Every time you fail, you gotta leave where you are on the track, put the rope down on the field, go out to the track, run a 400, come back in and continue. Where you can take unlimited rest and not have a punishment is in the end zone. So the key is doing the 4 by 100 yards unbroken. You've done events that are long enough where negative thought can propagate, where you stop believing in yourself. This is what's gonna happen, is if you miss, you're gonna have doubt, and whether or not you control that doubt or not.
Silliest workout of all time. That CrossFit! Thank you for that.
Yeah, dude.
That was challenging.
It's 31:29. So the first 100 took him over 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was like the snatch of cardio workouts. It is so much skill and finesse and timing. That was actually really impressive and cool.
We just finished that double under mile, and that was something that when I looked at it, you said I could fail up to 300 times. I was not
30 times.
30 times, sorry, 30 times. But it felt like 300 when you said that, because I was like, this is impossible. But when you said it and you pressed start, I went after it.
Yeah.
And I've been working with these top level CrossFitters, and I've been getting my butt handed to me, but every single time I get better.
So he failed 12 times, only 12 times in that 400 yards. That's it. 2 of the times actually you failed with about a foot.
With a foot jump.
Left in the distance. But the fact is that, you know what? To do a workout like that, unknown, it's amazing that you just sign up and let's go for it. We don't know where this sport is going to head. We don't know. There's a lot of unknowns. It's a new sport, and we're targeting a space that's never been defined before. These are athletes that sit in the middle. They're not on the extremes. And the question is that in the long run, what is the ideal equation to maximize performance in the most efficient way? What makes it exciting is that we're defining those things right now. What it looks like 10 years from now, who knows? The fact is that you represent this ability of crossing over. And that is a value. It is of tremendous value that what you are currently doing, and by supplementing small doses of CrossFit, your overall fitness goes up. Maybe you found a better way. Who knows? maybe what you're doing is the solution. Maybe what you're doing defines the next generation.
That's right, guys. We just crushed that episode. Party people out there, click the link if you want to keep the party alive. We're going to the CrossFit Games.